Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome whether you're brand new or you've been with me since the very beginning. Today I'm sharing a video from a Tuesday morning store in Tigard, Oregon. Maybe it's King City. I think it's Tigard. This isn't a store that I usually get to, but I was nearby and I really wanted to check it out because traditionally it's been a store that pays off well, and when I call the 1-800 number, it usually has the items I want. I just don't always make the trip. One thing that I found in this store, and you really want to pay attention to, is you have to walk around and look because there isn't signage in a Tuesday morning. It doesn't say, here are all the We Are Memory Keepers tools and the craft stuff, and there isn't logic in how things are set up. So be sure if you're in a new Tuesday morning, or even if you haven't been in your own store for a while, that you walk around, and I'll show you some more of that near the end. I hadn't seen these before. I don't know if you guys have seen these flower stamp sets before, but you layer the colors and then it turns out like that. Okay, I mean, for $2.49, it was interesting. It's been around in the store for a while, so maybe I just missed it last summer. They look kind of neat. Some of the summer stuff has been sitting around so long that it's coming back around and I'm interested. There's one of those racks, those snap racks, where you store the things on the wall. I've seen that some of you have picked those up, but I'm just not sure about those. They had a lot of stuff in this store that I hadn't seen. I hadn't seen that set of those 3 rulers before. That interested me. And there are the pink and gold thickers. Then I went through their 6x6 paper pads. I must tell you, were a little bit of a disappointment. I didn't see a bunch of new stuff. Again, this was on a Sunday. Sunday's not a great day to hit a Tuesday morning, but if you're there, it would be crazy to pass it by. The old dog's getting a drink right now. I do like Anything Goes, but I already have it in a 12x12 that I haven't used, so I couldn't pick up the 6x6 necessarily. I know a lot of you buy the 12x12 and the 6x6, but I don't know if I already have it in one and I haven't used it. I don't know that I should add more. These are those authentic art prints that have caught my eye before. I just think they're cute, so I wanted to take a look. There was a lot of stuff in here, character stuff and Disney stuff in this store that I hadn't seen before. So that I was taking a look at as I went through and tidying a bit. And here's yours truly. I know a lot of you picked these up around Valentine's Day, but I hadn't seen any up close. So I looked at this one and thought about it, and it's kind of an off-white. It wasn't really a crisp white, kind of that aged look. Sometimes when I make cards with those, I have trouble because I really like to use the Nina 110-pound solar white for my bases. So if I don't use a card collection that has white in it, I have to figure out what to use for my bases. So it's not a deal breaker. It just was something that I was keeping in mind, so I moved on. And again, I'm flipping through the 12x12s and I don't see anything too exciting in them. I was kind of surprised because usually at this store I find tons of stuff, and some of you have been hauling all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go on a longer trip this weekend and see if I can find more. I flipped through here. I think I have quite a few of those summer collections, so I'm hesitant to buy any of those. There was a little bit of Maggie Holmes right there. I was really interested in finding some of the washi tape and other stuff. See, there's Bloom, but I didn't find the washies. And the ephemera in this store wasn't as plentiful as some of the others that you guys have been showing. But the other thing that was really interesting about this store is they used the yarn. They did like one paper crafting section and then one yarn section and another paper crafting, and then see, we have thickers and with the fabric. It was weird. I got really excited when I saw those because I've seen some thickers in other videos that I really wanted, but I didn't find them in the store. Then I thought it was interesting. They had all the dies on the rack backwards, which makes it really handy to see what's in the package. Doesn't make it as handy to see the price or the code number, but I don't know if a shopper did that or if they did that. There's a Spellbinders one that I hadn't really seen, I don't think. It's a wedding one, wedding collection. It was very formal. And some more Maggie Holmes, those beautiful gold ones. So much good stuff, but it wasn't the most organized. It by far is better than my store, though. Much, much better. So I'm just looking around, checking things out. I like to scan through. You guys know I don't like to spend hours on each section. And every once in a while, I'm sure I miss something, but for the most part, I know the brands. I know what things look like and what interests me. And then when I see something, this is kind of neat. They've been putting together these packages. I know Seven Gypsies has some, and that was the art something brand. Packages of ephemera and miscellaneous collage stuff. If you're just getting started, that little package for $1.49 is a great idea. Me, I don't need it. I have plenty of stuff. But those are neat little packages. Just scanning. There's a lot of Disney. I've seen a lot of Disney in the stores. I haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, Sabrina. I've been watching. Just scanning along and looking. I scan the brands. I also scan. Sometimes you might see me pass stuff up. I hadn't seen that before, but it was like Christmas, I think. Sometimes you might see something and think, why did she pass that up? Well, remember, I'm a Tuesday morning shopper, so I do have a lot of these collections and supplies that came in earlier, like some of the rest of you. I don't know a lot of the brands, I think I've mentioned before, of their markers, so mostly what I scan through is just to see if they've put stuff in the wrong place. Like, I don't want to go, oh, this is the marker section and not check, because at a Tuesday morning store, we know that things end up in the wrong place all the time, so we do need to check. And I think sometimes shoppers do it, like they're stashing something and they'll come back for it later. So I'm looking for, the things I have on my list are ephemera to go with certain collections that I have, some Pebbles stuff. So I'm just scanning through the different packaging in the upper left-hand corner, looking around to see, oh, is there anything I haven't seen? Sometimes if you go too fast and you haven't been watching a lot of haul videos, you'll miss something and then get home and realize, oh no, I had my hand on that. So I'm just going through and looking. And then the thing that I kept thinking was really weird in this store was the lack of washi tape and punches. I couldn't figure that out. They had quite a bit of random ephemera, and they were lacking in the thickers, but I thought maybe they had just been cleaned out before I got there. But it just seemed like they didn't have some basic stuff that usually you see in Tuesday morning. So I kept looking around for that and wondering if it was stashed in the back, digging through the different pegs. Couldn't really figure it out. There's some cute ephemera that I've seen in other stores. That's why I'm just cruising through it. Because if I've seen it in other haul videos or I already have it, then I don't need to slow down and look at it. And they had a lot of different stuff at this one too, stuff I hadn't necessarily seen. So there I saw some pink paisley. So that's a brand that when I see that logo, I want to check for, because I would definitely like some ephemera to go with some of my pink paisley. These are all Echo Park, I think it is. And I don't have any of those set aside right now that I'm looking for accessories on. So I just flipped through to see if there was something I hadn't seen in there before. And more of those, and some Dear Lizzie products, and all kinds of stuff. Just peeking in at a different angle to see some of the stuff, like the gold doilies and different things. They're super cute, but I don't need them, right? Because really I'm supposed to be at home cleaning my room. I'm telling you, I'm making progress. I am making progress. I'm like a little kid. I didn't like cleaning my room when I was little, and I don't like it now. I do like the result, though. I like it when I go to find something for a project and I can find everything in like 3 minutes and get started on the card instead of looking for 15 minutes for the stamp set. I thought those mini succulents were super cute. I wasn't sure I would use them though, so I didn't pick them up. Here I saw some Tim Holtz stuff in the back, so I was looking. It was mirrored hearts. Probably not something I really need. If they were stars, right, that'd be a different situation for me. And the other Tim Holtz stuff I saw that was buried in there a little bit was Halloween. There's some Maggie Holmes. You just gotta look and look and look some more and bend down, right? That's the hard part for me, is the bending over. There's the number if you were looking for it. And there's some pebbles, but not the stuff I was looking for. And some Heidi Swap. So I'm just going through that bottom section. And then don't forget to check the top. Remember to always check the top. So that's where the mink machine was. And it was the full-size one. And they had a couple of them. Okay, then finally, I almost left, you guys. Even I, who know better, almost left. And my friend was doing something, so I looked around some more, and I found the end cap with washi and all the punches. So the punches are in the ad this week, so they've put them all on an end cap. And another lady in a video I was watching said this was a weird spot for the punches. So they took all the EK tools, the Herma Dotto, the punches, and they put them on the end cap. And the punches are $4.99, which is a great price. But keep in mind, this is 2 rows over, and I had my back to it. So really wander around the store. Don't assume if you found a craft section and you checked it that you saw everything. And I've seen a couple other stores where people do hauls and they show you. I edit out when I'm switching sections, but in this one it was all touching. But there was one lady, I was watching a haul video, and she went to the end of an aisle, hung a left, went down an aisle, and hung another right, and showed us the rest of the paper. There they had some cutter bead dies over here with the punches too, and they didn't have very many dies, so they should keep them all together. So just keep that in mind. Really wander the store and do a quick scan. In the store I shop in all the time, the 12 by 12 paper's in a weird spot too. So even I, who know it's there, sometimes forget to look at it. And if there's somebody looking at it, then that takes up all the space and you have to wait. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed shopping with me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.